Before the video starts, just hit the like button or subscribe, just because it helps so much and it costs nothing, and also because I love you. What's up guys, it's Wilson, also known as Design by Will, and in today's video we're going to be designing some merch for Kanye West's new album release, DONDA. Why do I say Kanye? It's Kanye West's new release, DONDA. Sorry about that, it's that English Australian accent coming out. It's currently 7:13 p.m. on the 6th, so the album is currently not released to the public. Of course, he's been streaming it on his listening party, but I honestly don't have the time to watch it. So rather than visualizing the sound of this project, the designs are going to be based around the memes and what has been coming out in terms of photos from the listening party and that stream that he has going on for some reason. He has a vest on that says DONDA. At first I was gonna make a vest, but I couldn't find some high quality blanks to turn into mock-ups, so I just got sad and ended up not doing that, which was depressing. The first design is a clash between a custom cross and the Mercedes-Benz logo, which I think is perfect for the feel of the design, and it also resembles the throne of that Jesus wore in all those movies when Jesus was white. Anyway, I wanted to captivate the holy vibe that Kanye West has currently going on with all the black themes, very heavy Catholic religious type designs. So I really wanted to captivate that, especially in this first design, because it's going to be the main focal piece and I'm going to be putting it on a jacket. Now this project was a little different because I kept chasing the designs back and forth and kept going back and changing them here and there, rather than just sticking to the designs I had, which is good because I honestly think that's what design is. It's always a constant change, a constant movement, unless it's a staple logo that you have to keep the same. If it's just for clothing, you can always go back and make changes and adjustments, which is good. So yeah, don't hate me for it. I really want to know your guys' view on Kanye. I honestly think he's a genius, which is so weird saying out in public. Even though I might not follow his personal beliefs or ideologies, I still think he's a genius in terms of design and marketing. Like anything he puts creative input on goes viral, and that's in terms of artists, clothing designs, shoes designs, branding. Even if you have a photo with Kanye West, you know how iconic that is? Like one of my favorite designers at the moment, his name is Blue Boy. I always reference his stuff sometimes when I'm doing client work. He has a photo of Kanye West and it just made him 10 times cooler. Like I honestly think anything that Kanye can get his hands on is 100 times cooler than what it is. I mean, you can always make the argument that that's just because of how big he is. He doesn't really have any creative crazy stuff. Like he probably hires people to do all his designs and everything, but you could have that argument. But at the end of the day, he's saying what goes to the public or what doesn't, and whatever he puts in the public, fire. So I'm not hating here. We love you, Kanye. Design 2 is centered around the iconic photo of Kanye going around with him in all red and that red mask. I think that outfit was fire. I'm using elements from the Oasis Planet pack for the icons in this design, so make sure you go check them out to support the channel and support me. I want to keep the same font throughout the design for visual unity, but my main focus is trying to get the information right. So that's why I keep going back and forth from the original project where it has like the Mercedes-Benz underneath. I think that's cool. I added that to all my designs. This design is a lot more simple, just a back graphic that plays with the same elements as the front. I guess nothing too crazy, but my brother came in and he said he really loves this design, which I think would be a fan favorite if it dropped, just because it's a long sleeve. Whenever Kanye releases a long sleeve, it sells out and it becomes sort of a meme fashion thing, because just like Life Like Pablo, when he had those orange long sleeves, sold out crazy. And anything he's releasing right now, long sleeve, sold out crazy. People just don't like t-shirts. I love t-shirts. I'd rather a t-shirt than a long sleeve, honestly. I've been checking my algorithm for YouTube, and you guys are honestly killing it. We've just hit 700 subscribers, which is crazy to me that 700 people want to listen to me design and talk about stuff. Like, I'm legit just a bachelor design student with a lot more years in debt to go through. So hopefully this blows up so I'm not in so much debt when I graduate. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. Do you need design school? No. Should you go to design school? No. But I guess it's one of those arguments where if you want to work for a design agency, they kind of require you to go to a design school, because it's not fair on them if another person went to design school and look, you might be the best designer there, but like, bro, we went through the trenches. How you just gonna come in and take my job? Which is understandable. So anyway, yeah, this is a whole different argument. We'll talk about it in a later video, I guess. Now, design 3 was a miss at the end. I ended up deleting it because I was sick of playing with centered circles and the Mercedes-Benz theme. I also played with it in Photoshop to make it look metallic, which didn't really work out. So I just ended up scrapping that design and moving forward to a different one. But I think it was more so because I was using that that font that I'm using for these designs. It's very serious, and I wanted to add my little touch. You know, I always have like the brush strokes, and I have like the brushstroke handwritten font, and it's a good unique thing to add into your designs. I honestly think it just didn't work with this design piece. That's why I didn't do it. If I could fit it in, I would have fit it in, but I wrote DONDA and I was like, oh, this looks kind of ugly, so then I just forgot about it and deleted it. I've been so busy lately, and we've just hit lockdown in Brisbane, so I spend a lot of my time designing, but it's mostly for school because I don't know why, but we have like these things called milestones for our projects, and it's basically like a client update. So we work on project-based assessments, and it's the most stupid thing ever. Like, we spend so much time on these milestones and the teachers just look over them, and if we don't do them, it affects our grade crazy. But if we do them, it's just like, he did them. So like, should I put effort in? I don't know, but at this point I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it, because I'm paying so much money. I might as well do it properly and get it done and focus on school, I guess. So actual design 3, I got an image of DONDA off the internet, the crazy internet where you can get copyrighted for everything. That's why I don't print any of these designs. Anyway, I got a photo of DONDA from the internet. I put it into Illustrator, used the image trace tool to make it look like those vintage cracked graphics, took the silhouette of DONDA and then added to it, and I think that's a lot better than the original third design that I had. At first At first I was just gonna go with the save option and make like another vintage graphic, but I'm like, I keep doing that, I need to get away from vintage graphics. So I made sort of the same thing. It's a homage graphic t-shirt, but it's more so using a different art style. Kind of looks the same. Anyway, I really like this design, and I wanted to make it very simple so it's still respectful towards Kanye and his mother, but it also looks very cool. And I just added a rest in peace at the bottom with a date of her passing. And yeah, I really like this design. If I wanted to print anything, I'm printing this design 100% for myself. Now that we have our designs somewhat where we want them, it's time to do some mock-ups. I have some people in the comments telling me to do a whole video just on mock-ups, and I don't think I have the time to do that, but I'll think about it. For example, doing mock-ups isn't that hard. It takes about 4 minutes to do. It's just the editing process of the video I would have to make and release to the public, which would take me so long. So I'll think about it. But yeah. For example, one of my jacket mock-ups that I have on my site, it just follows the same rule. It's just legit a texture layer on the top, where you put your image is in between, and then you have your color layer and then your silhouette layer at the bottom. So that's the whole gist of getting a mock-up ready for Photoshop, I guess. And I'll show you guys how to do it in 3, 2, 1. Psych. Anyway, yeah, this jacket is my favorite design. As you can see here, I'm putting my design in between those layers, so it looks like it's meant to be, it looks like it's printed on the jacket rather than just putting it on top, because I know a lot of people just put their image on top as a PNG and it looks completely trash because the actual image doesn't have any textures or anything, so it doesn't even look like it's part of the jacket or the item or clothing. It just looks like it's sitting on top, which you don't want. I guess I'll do a little tutorial on how to do a mock-up real quick, with a pair of shoes though, but it's the same thing. It applies to everything else. So first you have to cut out your object. I don't know how you guys want to cut out your object. There's a lot of ways to do it. Just cut it out as clean as possible. This is very crucial for your final step. Then you want to select your object, copy the item, head over to your channels panel, add a new channel. It should be black. Paste your items into the channel, Command D to deselect your item, and then Command I to invert your item. Now you want to hold Command and click the thumbnail of that layer you just created. Now you should have all your highlights and textures selected. Now head over back to your layers, add a new layer, and then go to fill and set it to 80 to 100%, and bam, you have a perfect texture layer. Now that's step one. Now anything you put underneath that texture layer will look like it's printed onto the t-shirt, so you have to align your items so it looks good. Make sure that looks all good, looks all right. And then you want to make a new folder. You want to select the silhouette of the item you just cut out. This is where that's important. And create a mask on that folder, and then you're going to put all your colors into that folder, so all the colors will just be automatically cut out to the silhouette of the object, and you can just paint or draw in that layer and nothing will go outside the lines, which is perfect. Now we got that out of the way, let's head over to our finals. Now design 1 is the jacket. It's a solid 9 out of 10. This is a crazy design to me. The simple yet effective design that does what it has to do without doing too much but still looks fire is the perfect design. I love the little hint of orange, and it's a reoccurring motif throughout the design. Orange or red, whatever you want to look at it. We'll call it Kanye red. Kanye red in the comments. Design 2, same thing, more simple, using the black on black print, which is okay. It's a direct influence from the original design. I would have changed that if I go back, which I can, but anyway, we're not going to talk about that. It's a solid 7.5. I really love the Kanye image inside that that little motif that I had from the Oasis Planet pack. I really like that little star that I made. Anyway, go download that, go play with it. It's pretty sick. Now, design 3. I love this design. It's an all-around summer shirt. It's good, respectful towards Kanye. I wanted to keep it simple, not too crazy. It's something beautiful. It's on all white, so it resembles that purity. And I think it's an all-around t-shirt. You can wear it anywhere. I give this one a solid 9 out of 10. And lastly, our kicks. I'll get better. I might design a video around the kicks, or just like do a whole designing shoes for an artist. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. I give this one a 6 out of 10. It was just mainly to show you guys how I make textures and mock-ups, so it's nothing too crazy. I kind of like it. I kind of like the all black. That's a fire colorway for any shoes. But yeah, that's a solid 6 out of 10. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you cop or drop any of these designs? Which one was your favorite design? And if you had to print one design, which would it be? And how much would you sell it for? That's something I want to know. And that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to sub. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep and water. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.